Good morning everyone. Today is the day. It is the 27th of April and today I will be running 50 kilometers in aid of Autism Assistance Dogs Ireland. I will be running it with my nephew John, who will be here in the next hour or so. I'll get him on the video beforehand just to introduce you. But yeah, join me as I prepare for one of the biggest challenges I've ever done. The most I've done before was a half marathon, and it was never even in a race, it was just by myself. So I will be doing over double that today, going for 50 kilometers. So yeah, looking forward to it. Autism Assistance Dogs Ireland is a fantastic charity. They're locally based in Cork here in Ireland, but they're a fantastic charity that essentially pair well-trained dogs with children with autism to help them become more independent, to take on challenging tasks themselves, maybe going down to the local shops, different things like that. But they're a fantastic charity. It's something that I feel passionate about. So yeah, let's start getting ready. So next I'm going to have some oats, some porridge, and a protein shake just to get me a bit fuller. I'm conscious of time, so it's 7:20 now. We're hoping to start running at 9, so I want to try and get the food into me ASAP, just so it can start digesting before we actually go. And I'll also have an ice bath, which I'll show you some footage of in a minute, just to try and get rid of any niggles or any inflammation in the legs before we start running. And I'll show you some of the food and the fuel that we're going to be using during the actual race as well. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this journey. And here we have breakfast. So protein shake, porridge, oats with blueberries and some dates on top, and then just an omega-3 with my multivitamin. So the time now is 7:30. I'll get this into me, try and give it some time to digest before the 9 a.m. start. Okay, so for fueling, this is what we have. Some jelly babies, electrolytes, square bars, Cliff bars, energy gels, and we have a selection of energy gels. So obviously I'm not eating all of this. We probably won't eat all of them, but it'll be myself and John having these. And again, I'd be surprised if we had half of this left when we get back. I doubt we're not going to be eating that much. The goal will be to try and eat between 60 and 80 grams of carbs every hour, so about 20 grams or so every 20 minutes. What's in one of these? Yeah, so one of these every 20 minutes, but then we will use jelly babies, bars, to try and spice things up a little bit, just so that we're not getting bored and so that our stomach isn't struggling with just the same thing over and over and over again. And obviously the electrolytes are more so just to prevent cramping. So we'll be keeping our water topped up with these just so that we, again, that we make it home uninjured and that we're able to finish it. So yeah. Oh, we're just starting, myself and John. We're just leaving a bit later than planned. The time is 9:20, so we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we're back in less than 6 hours, but it's our first time, so we'll find out. We'll keep you posted. So we're about, how are we? What distance are we? Got him. There, I get it. We are 9:2. Okay, so we're just under 4 kilometers. We've had one shoelace. We've already had 4 jelly babies each, but we're going strong so far anyway. Chat to you soon. Now, so a nice little off the main road track here. We're going well, John. John's given out that his hair is falling in between his eyes and blocking his view, but we're doing okay. We've just gone about 5.5 kilometres, so we're doing well. Someone here has llamas in their back garden. Class. Right, so we've just gone past 10 kilometres. We're coming up to 10.5. So we've one down, 5 to go if you want to, or sorry, geez, one down, 4 to go if you want to look at it that way. We're just coming through Toker area and Glasheen area. So we're doing well. Time wise, 74 minutes. So an hour and 15 minutes nearly. Fueling has been going well. We've been having our food and our drink. So feeling good so far. So let's keep it up. I'll keep you posted. So we're at our first pit stop. We're in Tremor Valley Park here behind us to avail of the toilet facilities. So yeah, we're about 15 kilometres in. Legs are a bit tired now, I'll be honest, but they're surviving okay. Staying on top of the food, staying on top of the water. From here we'll be going down through Douglas, Rochestown, Passage West, and at Passage West Ferry then we'll be meeting Julie and Quiva with the kids, who will have some resupplies or supplies for us to resupply with. So yeah, we're doing well. So let's keep on going. How you doing, John?
You're fucking fine, yeah.
Surviving.
Keep my own pace.
Good man. Just coming up to Douglas. We've left Tremor Valley Park. We're coming up this pathway now, which brings us to Douglas. I've asked Julie and Quiva to bring some deep heat. We have some muscles that are starting to cramp. Even though we're having plenty of electrolytes, but it could have been the toilet break that maybe the blood stopped flowing. I don't have a clue. So we'll be meeting them shortly. They'll have some of that. We'll spray it on. Good to go. Go on, Johnny. Now, we're just coming up to 20 kilometres. Tough going, but we're getting there. So legs are feeling a bit sore. They want to cramp. I have to keep kind of moving them a small bit fine, just to prevent it. But as I said, Julie and Quiva are going to meet us shortly, and they'll have deep heat so I can spray the muscle that's sore. Myself and John had to split up about 2 kilometres back. His back unfortunately is at him, so he's going to have to take a couple of breaks and just slow down a bit. But look, we're still on the target of getting this done. So I'm now just out by Rochestown, so probably 30 minutes from where we'll meet the girls. So we'll keep on going. So about 5 kilometres from Passage West, 3 back to Douglas. Beautiful day. I should have brought some sun cream. We are right though, hopefully. It'll be the same colour as the t-shirt at the end of it. Early at Passage West. I've been walking out a couple of times. Legs are struggling. They really do want to cramp. So I'm having to do wiggles and everything to try and prevent it. I tried stretching them once, and when I tried stretching the quad, the hamstring wanted to cramp. So I'm being very careful with my legs at the moment, but they're sore. But we're pushing through. We'll still get there. Currently 23.5 kilometres done. 1.5, 2 kilometres until we meet the girls. So we keep going. We've just hit 25 kilometres, so we're now halfway. I had to take another break. My quads they keep cramping. So I'm looking forward to meeting the girls in the next kilometre. They're actually probably around the 26 kilometre mark, because the route back is actually going to be different. It takes us a different part of Cork City. So I'm looking forward to getting that deep heat on my legs quickly to try and keep the blood going into the quads. But yeah, look, we're doing it. We're over halfway now, so the numbers will only get smaller and smaller now for the rest of the journey. So I'll keep you posted.
Sorry. Woohoo! Yay, Daddy!
Oh my gosh. Hello, it's me.
Dad's done.
Is he?
He's still coming to here, but he's done.
I told him to, if he needed to, stop.
You can do it, Daddy!
What's this? What's this?
Yeah. Daddy?
How are you, lads? Very cool.
Tyler's just awake.
Did you ever nap, Taylor? Right, just met the crew. The pit stop. Starting me out with deep heat, gels, jelly babies, water. So we're going to go again. John, I think, is going to call it a day when he gets here. His back has just had him too much. But still, halfway is an amazing achievement for him. And right, I'll keep running again. So it's actually 26.7, so the new route that'll take me home will bring it back to 50.
This is 47 minutes ago.
Okay, so we've just met the girls at the pit stop. It's 26.7 kilometres now, so they were a little bit past the halfway point, because it's actually a different route that I'll be taking back. Deep heat is on the legs, after making a massive difference, thank God. My legs I was having to stop and walk quite a lot because they kept cramping, so that's helping, and I brought the tub with me in case I need more. But yeah, we're back on the road again, so the numbers will only get smaller from here on out. So just hit the 30k mark, so at least the numbers are working their way closer to 50, so we've 20 kilometres left. Quads are much better, thankfully, with the deep heat. However, hamstring and calf are sore, but sure, look, that'll go away after a while, hopefully. But yeah, we're back here out by Rochestown. I'm just having to walk a little bit to clear out the hamstring, but things are moving, thank God. We're struggling, guys. 32 kilometres. The cramps in my quads just keep coming back. I've put 2 or 3 batches of deep heat on them now at this stage, and there's not much relief anymore. They clear, I start running, I get maybe a quarter to a half a kilometre down, and then they come back. And then I'm forced to walk, and I'm even limping at the start until they clear. So I'm just going to be doing a bit of walking now for the moment, and just walking as fast as I can to try and keep the time up somewhat. But we'll be finishing it alright, it just might take a bit longer than we had planned. I'll keep you posted. Right, we're back moving. For how long? We'll see how it goes. It's currently 33.4 kilometres done. So yeah, we've another just over 15 kilometres to go. We're getting there. We're getting there. Currently out by Mahon area. So Mahon Point shopping centre's over that way. That's Rochestown. So we would have come up here, and then down here and along here. So yeah, we're moving. Chat to you soon. Okay, so we've just hit 35 kilometres, only 15 kilometres left to go. Legs are still sore, but I'm kind of running half a kilometre, walking half a kilometre, and it's getting me by. So we're moving. I'll keep you going. I'll keep you posted, I should say. My words are starting to get a bit fumbled at this stage. Chat to you soon. Coming up here now to Blackrock Castle. And then after that, the next point of interest will be Páirc Uí Chaoimh, and then we'll be running back home through the city. So we're getting there. We're moving again, thank God. It's getting cold. Small bit of even sprinkles of rain, but we'll get there. Currently just running down into Blackrock village. Lovely view there of Cork City. Oh God, lads. It's actually nearly tough running down the hills. I thought the up the hill would be the worst part. Now, we've just hit the 40-kilometre mark, 10 kilometres left. We're pushing on. I had another slight pit stop there at Páirc Uí Chaoimh. I met my parents. They gave me some oranges. Just to keep me going. But yeah, we're pushing on now, so 10 kilometres left. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so we're just down here. There's Cork College of Commerce. On the way home here now. We've just hit 42 kilometres, so that means we have done a marathon for the first time ever. Another 8 kilometres to go, and we'll have the ultra marathon in the bag. So I met one of the lads from work in Ehad. He said he'd come out to give me some support. So we've just hit 45 kilometres, 5 kilometres left to go. And it's the Carrigrahan Strait in Cork, which is one of the toughest roads because it just never ends. So I'd say 4 of the 5 kilometres left are on this road. So yeah, the joys of it. But we're nearly there.
Hey! Oh, you've done it! Oh God! He's done!
Thanks a million, everyone.
Fair play! Exhausted!
Hey guys, so welcome to the end of the video. So it is now 9 p.m. on Monday evening, so we're 2 days after the run. The legs still feel like it was fairly fresh though, I'll be honest. They're still sore, but definitely improving. The run itself, once it ended, I was straight into the shower. I'd say I was up for maybe another 1 or 2 hours. I had a little bit of food and I was straight to bed. I was shattered. I was really, really wrecked and just needed sleep and rest. Had a great sleep though. I was out cold. But then when I got up the next day, I went for a float. So it's basically a pod full of water with Epsom salts. Because there's so much salt in it, you float inside in it. So it's a sensory deprivation tank, I believe is what they call it as well. But the great thing about it is the Epsom salts is fantastic for the muscle recovery. And I used it before after I did the David Goggins 4x4x48 challenge, and it was fantastic. So I did it again, definitely helped. It really, really did. But it only kind of helps for about 24 hours, I think. The next day then it gets sore again. But look, it was all part of the bundle. So John ended up having to call it a day at the 25 kilometre mark, which is still, it's the furthest he's ever ran. It's a fantastic achievement for him. And fair play to him for signing up for it in the first place. For myself, kind of 23 kilometers, I think, maybe 22 was the furthest I'd ever done before. And I really felt it after the 20-kilometer mark. When I first showed signs of cramping, I was really, really impacted. I got a second wind though from the deep heat, and that did great for about 2 kilometers. So it loosened up my legs. Legs felt fantastic. 2 kilometers later, the cramping started again. Then I started getting pins and needles in the back of my legs. So then I just started implementing walking, you know, maybe running whatever I could, walking again until I recovered a little bit, ran again, and did that, so on and so forth. And it still went a lot quicker than I had thought, because I was a little bit worried once I started walking that, God, I'm going to be hours out here. But because I suppose I was still, you know, I had 20 kilometers left at that point. Look, the numbers were only getting smaller the closer I got to the finish line, so I think that kept driving me as well. The last couple of kilometers though were tough, because it's just one long straight road, the Carrigrahan Straight they call it, and it just never ends. It really never ends, and it felt like that on the day. So yeah, it was a fantastic day, really, really tough. I loved it though, and I'm very, very proud that I was able to do it in the end. The donations were fantastic on the day. I made sure to wait until the day to really spam Facebook, and I was doing Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat with constant updates, resharing the link for the charity and everything like that. And I think I got something like 35 donations in the space of the day itself, which was fantastic, amazing. So as of now, which is 9 p.m. on Monday evening, the 29th, we have €3,550 collected online. And then I think I must check, about 150 in cash I need to lodge as well. And hopefully we might get another one or two in the next day or two. The donation, or the final date for donations, is the 1st of May. So there's only another 2 days left, really. People can donate, so we'll have a final number then. I'll put it in the comments of the video once we have that final number. But overall, listen, I want to thank everyone for watching the video. I want to thank everyone that supported us, that sponsored the video, and that gave us just general, you know, motivation to do this. On the day itself, I had people beeping at me with encouragement. I had people meeting me halfway that I wasn't expecting to meet, so that they could just surprise me and give me another boost, which was fantastic. I had someone even come out at the top of the Carrigrahan Straight, kneehead, as you saw in the video, to meet me, and he ran, you know, half a kilometre with me, which was fantastic as well. Just stuff to distract the mind, which was really, really great to have. And then when I came in, as you saw in the video, there was, I don't know, 15-20 people outside the couple of different houses in the estate cheering me on as I came in and congratulating me, which was, again, really, really humbling, and really, you know, God, it was emotional coming in, seeing everyone there, knowing that people had been following the journey and following the run throughout the day. So yes, that's the challenge over for another year. Will I do another 50k? At the moment, I'm saying no, but as I've said to my wife, Julie, you know, give it a week or two once I forget about what the pain was like, and I'm sure I'll start thinking about it, doing something silly like this again. But it was for a great cause. We collected a nice bit of cash for the charity, and it'll definitely be put to good use. So thank you all very much for the video. I suppose, would I do anything different as well? I was thinking about it. Not really. The only thing I could have done different was train more. I had been training as much as I could. It's tough being a father with 2 young kids. But there wasn't really much else I could do other than training. You know, my fueling, I think, went well. I had support teams. Maybe what I would do is have more support. Obviously, a couple of people gave me extra support throughout, you know, as surprises. But I just had the support group at the end, essentially. Sorry, not at the end, at the halfway point, essentially. Maybe I would do it after that, have another 1 or 2 support stations, because it was tough, especially because I was doing it on my own as well. That, you know, I had the bones of 30 kilometers by myself, which just felt very, very dragged out. So yeah, so look, that's it all. Another good challenge done, and on to the next one. Thank you all very much for following.